Hello everyone, and welcome back to Minotaur Hotel. So we have kinda, I don't know, I guess spat in Astarion's face a bit, cursed him, do fun things. He still looks sad though. You think he would, be happy to see you, dying on the ground? Could be fun.
Oblivion, what a blessing, for the mind to dwell a world away from pain.
The Minotaur stands and looks down to the wrecked figure lying at his feet, still lifeless. Will he ever feel that blessing himself? Will there ever come a time when he can join Master Josh and Master Jean and Androgos and Phronios and all of the others who've left him behind in that sweet slumber? Even as the thoughts flutter through his mind, he flinches away from it. No, such a rest is not for him. Instead, the labyrinth. Instead, the hotel. He turns toward the distant hill, his sanctuary from the torment awaiting him in the shadows and crevices of the valley. His only hope dangled ever out of his reach like the fruits of Tantalus in his damnation. He doesn't spare a glance towards the pit, nor towards the corpse in front of him. No thoughts for the foreman, victim of his own machination. No thoughts for the former master, whose bones shall lay where they fell, until they crumble and mangle with the cursed dust on this land. No thoughts at all, just one hoof in front of the other, until he reaches the only place he can belong. The shadows of late afternoon lengthen into the muzzy half-darkness of twilight before the bull arrives back at the valley's entrance. He keeps his eyes downcast as he passes the statues of Athena, Poseidon, and Hermes. Only when he reaches the safety of the hotel's bottom floor does he lift his head. The Minotaur is alone. Did Luke and Kota make their way back upstairs? Are they waiting for him along with the other guests? No. The echoing sounds of his hoofs clop on the steps, following the Minotaur up the stairs, one in front of the other. Concentrating on the movement, the sound, and letting no thoughts intrude on the silence of his mind. Silence far longer than the hotel's. He presses his fingertips to his temple to calm it, until the gentle rubbing becomes a hard static pressure which draws his whole arm taut. Silence, indeed. He finds yet more of it in the lobby. No voices, no movement, nothing. A faint moo slips from between his lips as he turns. There is only one more place they could be. At least, if they didn't leave them. No! As he stumbles down the hall, he hears a voice at last, quiet and murmured out, hoarse and rumbling in a toneless drone.
They're gone! Little star. Once more, you're alone. And now what is left? Images? Love? A greeting even, sweet in the senses. Is there anything?
He finds them at last, flittering at the corner of his vision like dust in sunbeam. Luke stands behind the bar, lost in yet another argument with Kota, while the other guests gather around the cold and lightless hearth.
My apologies for keeping you all waiting. Josh, circumstances has forced him to step down as master. Until a new one arrives, I shall act as your host, gracious, or at least as much as a beast like me can manage. Rest, but there is so much yet to be done. Perhaps you are right. No friends, lead me away.
Okay. I assume this will all be similar? Okay. A sound, Shuffling and the occasional quiet clattering drifts down the hall for the pair of half-open doors. Storm looks to P, one of the Minotaur's brows perking upwards. The peacock grunts and, with a jerk of his head, and directs his companion to join him in following that noise to its source. Oh, okay. The pair passes through the double doors into what looks like a run-down, abandoned bar. They move behind the bar top and push through the door into the kitchen. They pause, staring at a yawning maw of a cold room door. Maw, that's what that says. Yeah, oh my god. Darkness pours out of it, along with the sound that draws the pair into its place. And now that they're closer, P and Storm can clearly, can hear a quiet, hoarse voice.
20 cans. 13 jars. It will have to do for now.
A sound like the lower of a bovine, weak and plaintive. P and Storm share a glance, hesitating on the threshold of the doorway. The peacock draws himself up, clears his throat, and calls out into the darkness. Excuse me. Hey! The figure stalking in the shadows of the cold room jerks upright.
Guests? Already?
It stumbles and shambles towards the door, the sound of hooves clopping on the tile, sounding out in an unsteady rhythm.
Welcome! My sincerest apologies.
To be honest, I was expecting the portrait from the beginning of the game, like the malnourished version. I don't know.
My sincerest apologies. That I wasn't at the front desk to greet you.
The Minotaur's voice shakes with an almost manic energy, a voice clipped and words a series of staccato grunts. His eyes, however, remain distant and unfocused as they wander over the two newcomers while avoiding their gaze. Storm stares at the man whose form almost resembles his own, and P sees at last what he has been searching for.
Forgive me. I know I must look a mess. Be not afraid.
He breathes deeply, as if he had recently forgotten how.
My troubles are mine, and I am the only man who can sustain them.
P pulls his notepad out of his pocket, flipping through it, if only to fill the awkward silence with the sound of rustling paper. He doesn't notice the Minotaur digging a thumb painfully into his palm. He finally looks up, trying to keep a manic grin on his own off his face as his entire being trembles in anticipation. Don't worry about it. My associate and I have had a rather long journey, but I can't begin to say how excited we are to be here. I was hoping you could answer a few brief questions.
I apologize, sir. I might not.
It's just a couple questions, okay? Once I'm done, I'll leave you to your business. First off, you are the Minotaur, yes? Namesake of the Minotaur's Hotel? Is it true that you can make diamonds rain from your hand? How is that possible? Oh, but that's getting off topic at hand.
Yes, sir.
There was a guest in the past who stayed here, a peacock like me. Did he leave anything behind where he left? If so, where is it?
I don't.
And what exactly happened here? My grandfather never went into the details. How long has your hotel been like this? I can hardly...
Enough!
The peacock jerks backwards as the Minotaur roars out. Uncountable years of suffering brim in the bull's every word, and just as fat tears brim in his wild and panic-maddened eyes. He grabs his snout with both hands and to steady himself.
Oh, I'm sorry, I simply...
He huffs hard, groans, and brings his arms back down, more tense than before.
I thought it was over. Oh, Zeus! Oh, what a fool I was to think my torment would ever end! I see it now. Not guess, but even more torturers sprung from the labyrinth's bellows. Was it Hera that sent you? Will you peck at my liver when you are done with your questions? Do you wish to see my black and rotted innards as well?
His curling fingers clawed his stomach, as though, preparing to tear it open, then and there.
And you?
He turns towards Storm. No! Don't be mean to Storm. And the young bull flinches at the sheer hatred burning within the older one's gaze.
Did the gods send you to mock me with my own monstrous form? You! Die.
The will is lost. His chest deflates, even as his arms remain tense. His breathing again is shallow. He struggles to not swallow and mumble each new syllable as his knees weaken and collapse.
I'm sorry.
A whimper.
This tantrum of mine, and this raving of a mad hybrid beast. I apologize. What nonsense. A bland indulgence, whining in. Indulgence, whining in. Whining in. Please for the sake...
Oh, okay. Have fun, friend. Go off. He stares down at the Minotaur, keeping his tail feathers flared. The larger bull struggles to keep still, sitting curled on the ground with a hand cupped over his mouth. A pathetic half-word, a moo, leaks from between his fingers as they dig into his cheeks. His eyes stare at nothing. The peacock then glances towards Storm. The black-furred bull is trembling as well, his eyes locked onto the older Minotaur, while his face twists in a maelstrom of emotions. This has gotten entirely out of hand. P clears his throat and gives his companion a stern look. And then he paints a sympathetic expression on his face, splats down and lays a hand on the Minotaur's large, steep, wide back. Yes, this is what is being said. He drops his voice into a lower and smoother tone. Hey now, I'm sorry. He ignores how the bull flinches under his touch, while keeping his eyes turned away. Listen, why don't we take this to that bar outside? We can all sit down with a drink and calm down. Does that sound good? Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, and
The clopping of the hooves on the tile, then another. Storm approaches, his fingers pinching and twisting the gauge in his ear as he keeps his gaze downcast. He bites his lip, but a quiet sound, a moo of his own, slips out. While everything he is, the young Minotaur forces himself to speak.
I got some questions for you too.
And P gives his companion another stern look, but this time Storm answers with a petulant glare. Yes. Come on now. Up you go. With a grunt of exertion, the peacock pulls the slack-limbed bull to his feet, brushes him off, claps his shoulders with a broad, friendly, well-practiced smile. The older Minotaur opens his mouth to speak, but doesn't. He takes a few concentrated... Wait. Oh, sorry, I'm going to up the audio so that you all can hear the soundtrack, hopefully. You know, I try. I don't. He takes a few concentrated breaths. In, hold, out. Be kind. O beneficiary, this hotel, this realm, and the prisoner locked within it, use these unclaimed commodities as you will. Claim the inheritance you seek, indulge and satisfy the curiosity that roils within you, but do not abuse, do not abuse too harshly that which is already broken. We are in your hands. There is no fairer duty than that of helping others in distress. At last, a sharp inhale.
Very well. I will do as you command, and tell you everything that I know. But first, I suppose introductions are in order. My name is Asterion, and I am this hotel's keeper.
Okay. Interesting. Here, we have some time. Right? I just wanted the best for my hotel. I wanted to do the right thing, Asterion. I'd like to do what is best for the hotel. And for you. Clarity, like a spark in the darkness, flashes through your mind. You cough and heave, and let out a choking sound, somewhere between a laugh and a sob. What the hell have I been doing?
The labyrinth has twisted all who've become its master, some more than others.
No, that's just an excuse, and the both of you know it. It wasn't the labyrinth, it was me. I did everything, and... Asterion, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. A glint of tenderness struggles into your gaze.
Pitiful. You suffer so. You understand so much. I wish you had never known.
His large hands settle on the small of your back, and the pressure stills the trembling that rocks through you. Thoughts unravel as every ounce of your force goes to breathe in and then out through the pain. The fire burning in your belly and your veins spread, consuming everything you are and everything, and leaving nothing behind. Your eyes close, leaving your black and lightless, your world black and lightness. Okay, I see. Was this the same? Okay. Perhaps he'll return to this place and bury Josh's bones once the sun has bleached them white. But for now, no thoughts for the former master. No thoughts at all, just one hoof in front of the other until he reaches the only place he could belong. Okay. I mean, we do it. Okay, does anything change here? Okay. It seems not. But alright. That's a cute ending, you know? But, Asterion doesn't get the thing from Argos, right? In this one, so he can't leave the hotel, right? Am I understanding that right? Huh. I don't know. My understanding is hard. I don't know. I find it hard to remember everything with how long this playthrough has been, you know, and understanding some things. It is what it is. That's the burden I bear, I guess, playing games like this. Like playing them like once, like 2-3 times a week, maybe. And I've been playing Minotaur Hotel for what, like 8 months? Is that how long it's been on the channel? It is what it is. You know how it be. But we have one more choice, I guess. So we will go over here, right? And next time I will be doing this one. Okay? Well, we'll do it all, and I think once I finish this last Ruthless thing, I will take a break from Minotaur Hotel. I'll play something else on the channel, and then I'll play a shorter game. I already have something planned, but I'll play like a shorter thing, and I don't know, maybe do speedrunner, because I do want to do that. But I'll see you all around. I'm rambling. It's fine. Goodbye, everyone.